Samuel. Yay.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. We guys had a great weekend. A lot of stuff going on. Today is the last day of March. Can you believe that? 2025 already is kicking, going, kicking. I don't know, whatever you call it. But it's been good. I'm gonna share some slides. If this is your first time to our huddle, welcome. And oh, we got our partners from New York hopping on. Hey, everyone, how are you? Thanks for getting on the call.
I'm good. I'm good. Hi, nice to see everyone.
Yes. So just gonna share some wins and then I'll share some going on and we will share some wins. Second, I'll pop this up. Shoot, present and all the co-hosts. If you could let people in for me, it'd be great. All right. Well, welcome to our We Huddle call every Monday at 9 o'clock Central Time, where you're building your network because it is your net worth. And our mission is creating wealth, community, and legacy, and really making a big impact in our community that we're building. And having 10,000 partners globally will transform lives. It will build generation wealth, and we are sharing our expertise together, you know, in a certain time frame. So dream bigger and make a global impact. I want to congratulate our top producers. David Nguyen made number 12 in the entire company.
Dang.
I believe it was on size, on sides. So need to double check. But yes, he made number 12 in the entire company of 90,000. Todd Ton, also a top producer out of this was out of the 250 in volume and size as well. So congratulations, Ton. Yumiko and Erico were also top team in EXP Realty as well. And then our other affiliate partner, Raven Mott, made 196 out of 250 in the entire company. And she's here in Frisco, Texas. Her husband, Alvin, in our organization. Raven is actually with the Girls with Grit as well. So we get to collaborate together as they are a husband and wife team, and just grateful for their production, but also giving back and producing and just really showing that We Partners is a very strong group. And there's probably more because we had to kind of scrub the list. If we missed anyone, please let us know. We're always trying to find out who's performing and just share those wins. Well, if you made it to the ARIA DFW Gala, we want to congratulate our partners, Julie Du for making VP for 2025, Alex Long, Director of Marketing, Teresa Tong, Director of Education, and Ethan Dow, Marketing Community Chair. We have 4 partners that are serving in this organization, the Asian Real Estate Association. This is a national organization, and I believe there's 36, 35 chapters around the country. So grateful for their service and just support. I want to congratulate Erico coming up in April 12th, Saturday in Houston. She'll be the incoming president. So, our We Partners serving and giving back, and we want to kind of celebrate those wins and really congratulate Erico. She's actually in Japan right now, taking care of her father, doing too well, but she's gonna fly back and then I believe fly back to Japan afterwards. So that's the dedication she has for the organization out in Houston. We have a table, so I'll be driving down there Saturday morning. Anybody want to come in? Let us know. The table that we have is full, but there's tickets available. If we need to get another table, let's figure that out. But let Erica know so we can plan ahead and so she can accommodate things for us. So we have these GIFs on IG and Facebook. So if you're doing a reel and you clicked on that little sticker icon and you hit at Ingvest, I don't know why we chose that at first, but at Ingvest in all one word, that way it'll pull up these little GIF icon stickers. So, and they're movable, so it's kind of cool. If there's anything that you want to share us, send us a picture Ella, Justine, they can create this and add more to it. If we need to create another file for other things, we can do that. But right now, so far, it's working. So if you next time you go create a reel, add some little stickers or GIFs or Geo, whatever you call it. EXP Luxury had their event last week. It was a great event, so I'm glad I was able to take some pictures. I was there in the morning, but yes, they had their in real life luxury events in North Texas, and around the country they're doing a lot of in IRLs. So just make sure you get plugged in with those. This was the ARIA board, so we had a lot of team members show up. We had 40 people out there, out there. So it was good to see, and I was major FOMO. So, Tan, do you want to say something about it, or you want to wait?
I'll wait.
Okay, cool. So yes, it was looked like a great event. Well, because I couldn't make it because I was in Houston, my kids had a real estate tournament. So since I was down in Houston, we got to meet with our Houston partners, had dinner, got to meet with Heather Nguyen. She runs the New Quest retail development for the Asian division. So all those Ranch I-9s, those Daisos, all those, they represent those companies. So I got to meet her, bump into her at a restaurant. So I have that picture there. So Heather, if you're on live stream, she's actually watching us. She's actually noticed our growth. So she told her husband, who we are, what I'm doing. So people are watching. So, that was great. And thank you, Josie, for hosting and, just sharing what her project's about and just kind of getting the team together. So Jenny also showed up. So it was good to see Jenny as well. All right. So after this call, 10 o'clock Central Time, Brandon will be sharing kind of how to master Google Business and attract more clients. And I'm just kind of interview style and let him do his thing and train. Top Agent Nation is provided a platform for productivity provided by our upline partners. So hop on that call or invite, share that out. And first and third Tuesday of each month. So tomorrow, actually, we will have a Power Hour attraction call. So if you're focused on growth or wanting to learn about how to grow your organization, please hop on these calls. Invite your team to get on these calls because Tom and other leaders get on these calls and spend a whole hour, twice a month pouring into us. So it's really important that you guys try to make these calls. If not, invite your team. Fridays at the same time as Jim has his commercial call with his organization. So if you're interested in commercial, you have to hop on these calls weekly. Deal Exchange, we need to update this flyer, but first and third Tuesday as well, 10 o'clock, 10:30 Central Time is when we have our Deal Exchange with Richard Penderlin. Industrial, Charles Swanberg does the second Tuesday for Industrial C 101. And all these flyers, we might just create it and where, every week when we get on the huddle, I'll share these out to you so you can use that link and just pull that up. Success Summit, Tom Ferry, I think we're having over probably close to 20 people in our organization go. So make sure you contact Ton if you want to discount a ticket. Prices are going up. So, if you need a discount, because after it's right now originally $499, it might go back up to $600, $700. So right now you need it's not that far away. August is around almost hitting April tomorrow. So make sure you get your ticket and plan ahead.
Hey, Daniel, can you come
yes,
in?
TC, yes.
Right now it's $499 if you were to book it directly. Booking with me, we have a list together. It's $299 per person. I already purchased 10 for the group. I will be purchasing another 10 later this week. So $299. Daniel and I pay over $800 to attend this event. We have people flying in from overseas, other country to attend this event. It's local to us. It's a small investment. It may be big, but I guarantee you'll get a closing or two after this. My business has elevated about 20% from the conference. I highly recommend that you attend. It's right down the street, $299 per person. You don't have to book flight or hotel. So just contact me if you would like to be on the list to attend.
All right, thank you, TC. Except Arun. Arun's just going to drive here and he's going to camp out.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was
Andy,
gonna
Andy,
say if there happens to be a lot of events and like overlapping in a few days, I'll totally come over.
We'll make
just
another
move to
event.
Dallas.
We'll
To
do
Dallas.
another. We'll do
Who's gonna
another wee
take
patio
who's
party.
gonna take care of these Soho condos?
Build your team. Build your team. Faith and Real Estate every Wednesday, 9:30 to 10:30 at the Coupa Espresso Bar in Irving Bible. Lucia heads up this group. It's been very consistent. People have been showing up, so just the Lord's been faithful in just getting people together, and it's predominantly females. Usually the only guy, maybe Aaron might show up too. So if we show up, it's a great day. It's a great day either way. So I'm glad Lucia is able to handle that and really just pour into people and just be a blessing for others. So
Daniel, can I just say, not only are these beautiful people showing up, but the Lord's also showing up and he's answering prayers. So it's been amazing, and we welcome everyone. Look forward to seeing you.
yes, it's a community. So I'm glad that you're taking care of that community, Lucia. And God's put a place in your heart to do to handle that. Be there and being consistent and having a group chat, just to keep each other accountable. So it's been great. Thank you for leading that. Partners in Prosperity, April 15th. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be the fourth event in South Lake Pacific Table. So please invite to that. Alicia, thank you for hosting that. And, there's always new people to meet up. And so check that out. All right, this Wednesday, I don't know if Paul wants to share a little bit or Brandon wants to share a little bit about what's going on this Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't realize Brandon's showing the plan this Wednesday. Sweet.
Right.
All right, Scrib. Stepping up, baby. I thought it was me. I love it. Man, I got a lot to say about this. Well, first, you need to come see Gabby. And second, you need to see Scrib do this for the first time. This just made my day. I'm excited. I was actually in my notes. One of the wins that I have, I'm just going to get it out now. One of my wins is I really think the Wednesday leadership meeting is starting to take hold. Last Wednesday, I felt a turning point. I felt something great happen. I felt something amazing happen. And now I see Scribs doing the opportunity this Wednesday. So that's just exciting. If you want to develop your skills, first of all, let me say this. Isolation will kill you. If you're in isolation, it'll destroy you. It'll tear you apart. Daniel has created enough groups for you to not have isolation in your life. But yet, I know so many people that are not on this call that don't go Wednesday, that don't go to Lucia's, that don't go here, don't go there, or on a consistent basis, don't do any of those. Isolation is where the devil wants you because he will destroy you right there. And if you're watching Scribner on Wednesday, show this incredible opportunity, you're going to get fired up. You're going to start dreaming like you never dreamed before. And then if you're seeing Gabby and hearing her story and what she's been through, you will think the problems you have are not problems anymore, right? And that's the purpose of hanging out with people. So, man, this is cool. Thank you.
That's great. And, when Paul, came up with this idea, wasn't his idea, it was collectively, right? We were just talking about it. And typically a brokerage team has just trainings. And this is not just trainings. This is actually leaders stepping out of the comfort zone to share, right? So we're here to support our partners. And that's why we show up and we help each other out. And we all have something to offer to bring to the table. So please invite others. This is important, because you'll be called next. And we're going to get everyone's a leader. If you're in real estate, you chose this career, you chose this path to be in sales, you chose this path to step out of your comfort zone and do something. So appreciate what everyone's doing here. Gabby, Brandon, thanks for stepping up this week, and look forward to it. All right, we're going to have our EXP North Texas cookout. Save the date, April 9th. We are working on crawfish. If you're a big crawfish lover, please let us know. We also will do barbecue as well, because not everyone eats crawfish or crayfish, whatever you want to call it. But yes, we'll have that on April 9th. So that is next week. Oh my gosh. So yes, next Wednesday. So I need to work on that. But anyways, if you guys want to help out, prepare, let's work on that. I need sponsors. We all need sponsors for this. So Probably $2,000 is kind of what I'm looking at, $500 per sponsor. So if you have anyone that wants to sponsor and help, and if you figure out what other things we can help promote these sponsors, let me know, because I'm going to focus on just making sure that we have enough food and make sure we promote this. All right, content creation. That is on April 11th, Friday. It's Friday at 12. It'll be in Grand Prairie. So contact Jessica for that. And I appreciate her stepping out with David also in promoting. April 18th, Real Estate and Chat Coffee. That is going to be with Laura Pena and Jessica Garcia. So check that out and DM them for the address. It's kind of a secret thing, but it's how they promote their different locations that they do. So because it's not always the same place. So thank you for hosting that. All right. Well, so far, Calvin and I have decided to host a real estate and coffee event here at the local Good Coffee here in Plano, just down the street from the office. It's going to be every Friday, 8:30 and 9:30. Anything about real estate, and just come with grab your coffee. Let's huddle up, and we'll be here. We'll be spending our hour here. I will probably stay till 10:30. So my Fridays will be booked from 8:30 to 10:30 here at the local Good Coffee. Please promote this. Have people meet us. We're going to be consistent. This is something that we've talked about for many past 4 years. Calvin's finally scheduled his time out, and he's going to set his time 8:30 and 9:30. And we're just going to have a real estate and coffee. We're going to try it out April and May because we don't know what our summer is going to look like. But if somebody wants to help out in June and July and August, please let us know so you can help continue to host that during the summer. And we'll probably come back in the fall. So thank you, and please promote that as well. Regional rallies coming in from end of April to May around the country. Dallas is May 8th. Please invite people. I don't know if there's doing one in New York, but just fine. Go to the regional rallies. Click on the information. There's 18 locations around the country. If you're Icon, this also you get your Icon Stock Award as well for one of the events. So check that out. All right. FastCap has started. They're going to have another one in April. If you haven't signed up, please, I highly recommend that you get on these FastCap. Go to expuniversity.com. Barcelona, Montreal starting tomorrow. I see a lot of chatter, people flying into Canada right now. I can't wait for tomorrow's announcements. And then Barcelona in June. I believe there's 5 people in our group that is flying to Barcelona already. So if you're interested in Barcelona, please let us know. We'll put you in the group chat. They have a WhatsApp chat already. And of course, Miami. Miami is going to be the big one. So please push for that. Get your tickets now, secure them, invite a guest. University, Simply Texting is our text app. That's pretty much it. Here's our Facebook community, WhatsApp group, and our websites. So check that out. As events and resources are on the website, and we're always constantly updating. Oh my, we'll stop there, and we're gonna go with our wins. So let's go make it quick, everyone. TC, take it away.
All right, good morning. Lots of win last week. One in particular, my first year in real estate, first year doing full-blown, full-time, full dedications. I was very honored to be named as one of the top 50 top producer in the US. That's really big to me. Not talking about numbers, but really pushing yourself. I'm very glad I'm part of the team. We partners, we all pushing each other, not just ourselves, elevating each other, inspiring each other. I'm inspiring about a lot of new agents that have a lot of great idea out there, content creation on social media. I'm copying their style in a way, making it my own. So Daniel always said, rip off and duplicate. If you see somebody's doing it well, just rip it up and duplicate and make it your own style, make your own twist. Very fortunate about that. The gala on Friday was, man, it was amazing. I'm so glad I was able to attend. Thank you, We Partners, for sponsoring our tables, co-sponsoring, contributing. But lots of win last week. I had two of my listing went under contract. I had two contract executed for buyers as well. So it was a full production week, and my goal is to get every week like last week, and so it's going to be good. Spring's here, summer's around the corner. Start elevating yourself because the market should be. You should be expecting a lot more buyers coming out to buy or sell around this time from now until the end of summer. So just be out there, and just want to thank Jasmine for hosting my one of my listing. She's amazing. Follow Jasmine on social media. She's a natural. Her video is great. I need to contact Jasmine how she edits her video so quickly and so professionally. I want to wish everyone a happy and productive week. Have a great day.
Thank you, TC. Appreciate it. Yes, Jasmine is doing great on the video, so I'm proud of her. Like she R&Ds. So before she got into real estate, she's been following so many people, and she followed one of our friend, and that's why she's here at We Partners. But just seeing that and then duplicating that, right? It can be done. So, and then she has her she's borrowing a DJI mic, so that's working. So sound is important. So, Arun, New York City, take it away.
Quick story. Really nice to be here with everyone. Over the last 3 months, this is starting my second full year in real estate. So far this year, I have already closed 4 sales this quarter. And in terms of deals under contract, I've got 5 more under contract. So the volume right now is about 9 million, which is crazy because it hasn't been that much earlier. And there's definitely growth. I think it's about 150% growth from a volume perspective, which is really awesome. And it looks like the same amount for GCI. Quick story is Sunday, 2 weeks ago, it was like 12:45 a.m. I was right about to go to sleep. I saw on Workplace in New York City, someone said, it was 12:46. Someone said, hi, I'm so-and-so from eXp Realty Dubai. I have a client interested in a $3 million condo in Soho. Can someone please assist? And I said, I'm awake. I got out of bed, called the gentleman in Dubai. We hit it off. He was able to realize that I'd be able to look after his client. We made a WhatsApp group. We chatted about requirements. 11 showings on Tuesday. Offer submitted on Wednesday. Under contract. Contracts out on Thursday. I think last week we were officially under contract. We're working on the board application now. It's over $3.5 million for the condo. It's insane. So that's just the power of the network, and also being slightly an insomniac. And I just wanted to share that with everyone.
The power of our network, right? The EXP ecosystem, and being awake and seeing that, right? Because there's so much opportunity. I see it every day. I mean, you guys need a leverage workplace. I know Laura up in Wisconsin always sends us stuff. It's like, hey, someone's asking for commercial, and there's so much stuff out there. You have to, take that opportunity, right?
Yep.
And Arun,
100%.
thank you. I mean, that's a story. When it closes, let's celebrate.
Yes.
And let's go to Dubai.
Yes. Sounds good.
Thank you, Paul. Take it away.
What a cool story. Arun, I want to change your name to Arun. Because you're running, baby. You just got a 3.5 million. I don't know what you got. You got something big. I'm not good with numbers. I heard numbers and it sounded fun. Way to go, Arun. TC told me when I first met him, he goes, my name's Ton, but you can call me TC because you're white. So there we go. You should say the same for me with Arun. Okay, let's get started. Man, I am so excited that I just saw Brandon Scribner stepping up for the meeting. I had no idea that was coming. That's exciting. The greatest thing you'll ever get in this world is watching other people grow. And last week we watched Scribner grow before our eyes when he did the Google meeting. He was so different than the first person. that did training, and we all agreed upon it. I said, everybody, y'all saw a difference, right? And he was just, God, that's amazing, because what's happening is everything inside of him is growing. We always think it's the outside. If I could just get this, if I could just get that, if I could just have this, if I could just have that, then I'll grow. No, it all grows inside. That's why Lucia's doing what she's doing on Wednesdays, is to get people to grow from the inside. You got to start from the inside. And God, guys, that's got me all fired up. I do want to make a quick announcement about Wednesday, from 2 to 4:30. I believe that's the official time we picked, or did we say 2:30? We said 2:30 to 4. I'm sorry, 2:30 to 4. We are getting together on Wednesday and dialing. Last week we had Jessica, Xavier, and Frank, and myself, and we were cold calling. Jessica was calling expired listings. So if you want to learn how to do that, I think she like dialed 5 people and set 4 appointments. I mean, you should have seen her face every time she set one. She's like, I set another one. I mean, she was just smiling and I set another one, and she was just crushing it. And so it's a great time for you to come watch us do activity. I love Leadership Wednesday, where we get together and we work on ourselves. But activity is where the rubber meets the road. And so we do activity. I've been cold calling agents and inviting them, like this Wednesday. I'll be inviting them to our barbecue, or not barbecue, crawfish next Wednesday, or whenever we're doing it, Thursday. I'll have it all figured out by the time I start dialing. But it's just a great time for y'all to come in and just listen to us dial and just understand what we're doing, how we're doing it. We're all nervous. We're just going at it. So please, go grab some food, come back, hang out with us. It's a good time. If you just want to listen, you don't have to dial with us. If you just want to listen because you're a little too nervous, that's cool. We'll get you over the hump by listening to us screw up. So there we go. If you're coming this, I'm gonna leave that for later. I'm gonna talk about that later. We did get a buyer from our YouTube channel. They're putting an offer on a house. I believe it's today, for 1.2 million. I'm excited about that. I'm excited that I get to work with a group of people here at We Partners that help me, that I can call and say, hey, do I have to get a BAC signed? Like, yeah, you should know this, but that's okay. Get one signed. And so, I mean, it's just cool, being able to be around a team of people that I can just call and say, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? And everybody helps. It's just this. What we have here is phenomenal. And what I would recommend to any of you is to invite people to this call on Monday so they can see the heart, the serving heart that really Daniel created, and we're all just building upon. And just there's so many servers in this community just helping and lifting people up. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be a good one for us. I did finish my book, but this week I actually finished my 12-week coaching program. And I'm excited because it's going to be a 12-week coaching program for people that just need help in life and business. And then the other 12-week coaching program is going to be strictly for just real estate. So I'm going to be able to have a plug and play when I hire new people. Here's the 12 weeks that you do for the next 12 weeks. So I'm excited about us getting that out. We trademarked it, so we're excited there too. We are gaining ground on Wednesdays. We are gaining ground. Jasmine got up and talked last week. You would have thought she wasn't nervous the way she spoke, the way she was just so professional. I was just going to have her say a few things, but I could tell she had her sea legs and she was fine. So I just kept her there a little longer. And man, she could have probably stayed with me the full hour. No kidding. She was that strong, that confident, that powerful. And that was fun to watch. And really excited that Scribner's doing the meeting this week, because I have a 21-year-old. And that's why it's important that we're all showing the opportunity, because Scribner's closer in age. I'm 55 years old. I'm old enough to be this person's kid or a father. And so I got Scrib standing up this week. That's exciting. So I need all my young folks to show up this week. Jasmine, I'm counting on you to show up this week. Jessica, I need all you youngsters to show up, because they don't need a bunch of grandfathers there showing them what's going on. So I'm excited. Daniel, thank you for letting us do this thing we're putting together on Wednesday. We're growing leaders. The more leaders we grow, the bigger we get. We'll get to 10,000 if we focus on growing leadership. We'll get to 10,000. And please come support Scribner this week. Please, I'm begging you, just come support him. Watch him do his first one. He's going to be great. He's going to be phenomenal. And if he's a little nervous, just start clapping for him and get fired up, stand up, say amen, say yatta boy, say something crazy, right? Because that's what it's all about, is us supporting and lifting each other up. And I know he's going to do a great job, and you're going to want to have a lot of people there, and you're going to want to have new guests there too. So I'm going to shut up now.
No, I want to thank, we are really blessed to have Paul in our organization, all of us, because I've been running a brokerage since 2012 with Calvin, and I had a residential brokerage. We both had franchises, both, commercial and residential. But the leadership part never really struck me. Like, it was like, as a broker, education, got to get this. And, why would people leave, or and all that, all the heartache of running a brokerage. But imagine yourself as, why we created our network called We Partners is because we're all partners together, right? I truly believe that. But then there was, what's that method missing component? Like, because I can't fool you guys. I mean, I can't force you to do anything. But if you're a leader, you don't have to be forced, because you're going to be plugging in. And with Paul's method and just what he's done, because he's a leader who has grown. He's shown the model works of growth and why, right? So grooming us to be better leaders is important, right? There's like, he talks about it every Wednesday. He talks about, you can have the best education. Every brokerage has education. But if you're not learning it and really applying it, it doesn't matter, right? So we have to apply we have to be developing ourselves, right? In real estate, you can learn the contract, learn all these things. You can go to events all day long. I mean, we have so many events. But if you're not applying yourself to be a better leader, to learn, and really, because we are in sales. If you're doing sales, you have to be something. You have to get yourself. You got to find your why, right? It can't be just the money. But really appreciate Paul taking leadership. Paul's going to be speaking at Build in July in Dallas. Really honored to have him share and pour into the rest of the organization, EXP, just other leaders. So, want to announce Melissa. Melissa just joined us. Calvin was introduced by Frank, a friend of ours, and appreciate. She's originally from New York, right? Now in Dallas, so she's new in the area. So maybe Melissa and Jasmine can kind of connect. She wants to do more investments, wholesaling. She has some investment properties that she's done. So, also young entrepreneur. So, really grateful for that. And want to congratulate Marcella working on a commercial lease. I know there were some hiccups, but she was able to work through it. I mean, I kind of helped, but not really. But she was able to figure things out. Help her client, because the landlord rep was not really helpful in a sense. It was pretty tough what they were doing. So, but she was able to renegotiate, help the client get an extra month, and I'm glad that worked out okay. So, what else was there? I got a lot of people on the call today, so just excited for that. Win for me. We had 40 people at ARIA. Calvin and I weren't able to make it. Calvin had, last minute investor clients he had to entertain, so he couldn't go. And I was like, man, this is the first time we've missed an ARIA event. Because since it started, I've been there supporting that organization. But this actually felt good. I was like, I told Josie, I was like, hey, look, we have 40 people there. We have people our partners are representing. I don't even have to be there. And, Rick is taking pictures. Everyone's taking pictures. Yes, I had major FOMO, so I know what FOMO feels like, right? So, but that was a win, and, just the leadership stepping up. I'm really proud of, everyone really stepping up, helping, and just giving back. But any other wins? Teresa, yes.
Okay, sorry. I'm using an old phone to do the Zoom meeting, so sometimes I have problem.
Okay, just go. Don't worry.
Sorry. Okay, so I am very fortunate that we have had some closings too, and today we have had multiple offers on a couple of our listings, and today I think we're gonna go under contract for my last active listing. So from today on, I will have no active listings. So that's a win. But the best thing is that since I came back from Cabo, I really realized how important it is to grow the team instead of doing all my transactions. So I started calling people last week right after our Zoom meeting. So I actually literally in the first time in my life I sat down and called 20 numbers that I don't know, that I just cold calling on one day. Result is I got only one person who said that she was interested, and she actually showed up on the Wednesday Zoom meeting training to learn more about it. So far, I'm still working on that, following up on that, but I feel like that was a small win. And after that, we got a new team member. That team member, even though she was not one of the cold callings that I did last week, but she was one of my team member, actually Shelly Wang. She was her client. Oh, hi. She was her client, and then she wanted to get her license. She just got her license, so she's a new agent, and she joined our team last week. So we got a new member. So hopefully, I know. Actually, I think Paul said it really well that last time when I was like boldly announcing that we want to add 100 number, not add to get to 100 by the end of the year. And he said, you're probably gonna get to 70, but you gotta aim high. So I'm thinking if I can get to 70, I'll be happy. But one at a time, one at a time. So we got a new member this week. That's a huge win. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Daniel.
No problem. And you know, with growth, you gotta dream big, and then you gotta find your leaders. I mean, you listen to Paul, those 12, there's gonna be 4 crazy ones. And for some reason, I don't know why it works that way. Like he said, it's the same thing, right? Like I've grown like my personal tier ones of around 36. Those 36 have become 90, 90 become 86, and then so on. We just hit our 270 mark last week, right? And now to get those other 30 is going to be really quick. I mean, we can meet that in 2 weeks where, you know, you guys are inviting, you guys are building, and we're going to be at 300. When we have more talent, more leaders, it just gets better and better. So it's not about me having 300 or whatever. It's you guys. But if you don't believe that, I don't know what to say. You have to believe that you're creating something together. And, you know, I'm excited about Peru, you know, with Estella bringing those leaders in. They're starting their trainings right now, understanding how to, you know, because there's some, not hiccups, but anything about growth, there's always going to be chaos, right? There's chaos in that country, meaning like their portals, they're getting everything set up. But those people that are building it is going to continue to grow. So Rashada's teaching, she's in teaching real estate school at a college. So, you know, I want to reconnect with Rashada. I haven't talked to her for a while, you know, but I'm glad that she shows up and is consistent. And we have partners that are always, you know, there. So connect with each other because, you know, it's not about you and me right here. It's you guys. You guys need to intermingle, get to know each other, help each other out. Judy Ratsumi does a commercial get together. Ask her, contact her. Kenya also, they meet in her office. Just hang out with them, see what they're doing, and just, you know, pair up and let people know what you guys are doing. Because I know that, you know, the stuff that we share at the beginning is not always everything. And that's just a portion of it. You know, how do we get the word out? That's something that I need help with. Ella, Justine, and Jennifer, we're always constantly trying to improve. Please let us know. Jennifer's gonna take not a step back. She's not gonna handle all of operations for We Partners. She's starting to grow. Her and Brandon are gonna grow their organization. So she's gonna step back on the operations side. She's gonna help me personally on certain things. but Ella and Justine are still going to handle operations. So please make sure you connect with Ella and Justine, so we can stay focused on what we want to do. And can I have Arun say something?
Someone just made me think about if we're wrapping up, I can bring it up later on at another
No,
call.
no.
But so I've been previewing and I've been trying to look and find people that are like-minded and similar values. For me, the Silkbridge team, service-oriented, have integrity, logical, and kind. Those are the 4 values that drive me as a person, and I want to make sure that I build my team with people with those values. So I've previewed a unit, I've met someone, and right before the end of the showing, I was like, I need to ask you, are you happy where you are? I'm just watching you tour me through this property. And I'm like, oh my God, you're amazing. I'd love to have you on my team. And she said, I was just going to ask you to join my team. So have you guys ever been in that situation? And what's the objection handling that you've dealt with?
So I met a broker last week. Yes, last week. Very similar. Great attitude. Sadaf introduced me to this broker because she was getting recruited, and I just wanted to meet because she said Sadaf said, you need to meet this person. She has everything that We Partners is doing, and just kind of that mentality. Same thing. Get to listen, get to know each other, and that person that's recruiting. It's like, okay, what is their exit strategy? What is what is their goals? Are they able to get the referrals from Dubai? Just like what you're doing, because we're in a bigger ecosystem. People don't understand that, right? And get them on a call with them. Let's find their why. Same thing, right? Because like-minded people want to come together, right? You're building your community, right? And with your your mission and vision of Silk, right? That's your network. Arun, you should not just make a team. You should actually create an organization, with the Silk network, right? Because that can be not just in New York, that can be global. So just just also, instead of recruiting to your team, but just share the organization you're building, and you can also share about We Partners too, But that's going to be kind of like, well, that's a group in Texas, right? But you can focus on your network in New York and of course abroad, especially with the new co-sponsor. I already co-sponsor with Tina Call. That's another thing that I already worked on. Cesar Cepeda's daughter is working with Tina Call, and those are the things, and nobody has that, right? Just able to co-sponsor, find good leaders, and with that person that wanted you to join, say that, like, just have coffee, get to know them. That's all.
I told her that I would help do a pricing analysis for her listing,
Yeah.
just to see where the market
Just help-
price is,
just-
in my opinion. Do that,
Yeah.
go out to dinner, and then we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
I appreciate the advice.
Yeah, it's closed or be closed. That's the New York term, right? So, all right, Michael Ray. Michael Ray.
I just wanted to add on to what listen, Daniel, you don't know this, but just so you know that, listen, Daniel has invited so many people to that patio that since I've actually met Daniel and actually been a part of We Partners, I cannot tell you how many people that I have met, seriously, realtors that they know about We Partners. They've been out to events, and you know what they like most about it is that literally that Daniel he is not a hard seller. He invites them to come out, take a look. Listen, I'm literally speaking to, and I'm just telling you this so you know that you don't have to be a hard charger. You're going to be surprised how many people already know. And the way Daniel does it, I'm not saying this because he's on the deal here. I actually is going to share this later with Ton and our group independently, that I've met several folks. All right. And I mean several. I mean, it's more than 3 that have already come out, and they still come back periodically because guess what? They're either brokers, they're still deciding, but they like Daniel, they like the atmosphere, and they like the fact that he does not come at them with a hard sell. In fact, at an event I had not that I had, but I was a part of this past Tuesday, just so you know, We Partners is really penetrating. I invited some people to this event that were important to me, and they showed up. It was with one of our lenders about construction, ground up construction. And guess who showed up? This guy shows up with, this is a shout out to you, Paul. His name is Melvin, Paul. You know him. He is a friend or they're whatever. He showed up with a friend named DeMont Bagby. Him and another gentleman actually were at one of the opportunity meetings. What is it? Either they had seen you the day before or whatever, but he's actually joining. He's already in the process, Melvin, of onboarding with EXP. And when I tell you he was fired up, but he didn't know this. And I'll be done. There was two people with me, and one of the young ladies who was with me is a realtor and broker. But guess what? Guess where I met her at? At the patio. All right. And so he didn't know that she already knew about We Partners. And I mean, after you lit a fire in his butt, Paul, if you were a realtor, and I guess the reason he didn't come at me, I already told him I was the EXP. I'm with We Partners. If you within 3 feet of this guy, I mean, man, he just was point blank about the recruiting. And don't get me wrong, I understand his excitement, but I'm an old school guy. I really want to tell you that, Daniel, your approach, whether you guys know it or not, it's on this call. People know and they like the fact they just have to get in their minds about, as brokers, they think they're giving up so much, you know what I'm saying? And they don't know what they're gaining. And they just, trust me, but they are coming back and just, and I, observing the culture. So that's just a shout out to how you doing it, Daniel, period. And Tom, Paul, you are absolutely penetrating, because, when we just run into folks, you never know who you're going to run into. And Paul, he was excited. He knew you, he said, for the last 9 years, knew you when you were in insurance. Great guy. I mean, this is stuff he said about you, Paul, all right? That he said about you, all right? He said you were a great guy, you were sincere, and that you were one of his, he called you a friend and then a neighbor, all right? I just want to say that to you, all right? All right.
All right, thank you, Michael. It's important, yes, we're not trying to sell. The culture is important, right? If you look at what people build, you look at a lot of leaders, they build the culture, and same thing. R&D, we're building the culture. Everyone's unique culture together, and it's a very diverse culture. And I really like looking at the diverse culture that we have here at We Partners, and appreciate that. And I wanted to kind of share something. I think Teresa wanted to say something too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I actually wanted to respond to Arun's question regarding the responses when people were saying, okay, I wanted you to join my team and they want us to join their team. I've run into that many times. And before I had some trainings with the leadership, remember there was a leadership in Dallas and this couple trip that the trainings, I had the same question. I didn't know how to respond to that. But after these trainings, I realized that the reason why we don't know how to respond to those questions is because we are not clear about our values ourselves. I think the most important thing is we join all kinds of trainings with ourselves. And when we join the trainings, we learn about ourselves, make sure that we know what our values are, how we can add values to other people. Like our team, what's the best thing you think your team is? You have to know this. Everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different perspective. Maybe Paul has a different thing from what I think our team is worth to me. And you gotta have to know yourself, know your team, know you think it's the best, that genuinely you want to share what your value is with the other team. Sometimes there's a fit, sometimes it doesn't. You don't have to win every prospect. But when there's a fit, they come to your team, that'll be your best team member. So my get from sometimes the responses that I need to work on is the thing that I actually need to look inside myself and think about what I learn from my team, what I think the best about my team. How do I tell people why I like my team? And that's the thing you want to share with the other person.
Teresa, thank you so much. That's like a light bulb moment for me. I appreciate it.
Hope you get her or him.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna close out. Brandon and I need to prepare for 10 o'clock, but really when we look at value, and Michael, thank you for the shout out to that as well, Paul. When people don't see what they're missing out, right? It's actually more of a gain than a loss, right? $16,000 in cap fees and whatever fees that EXP has, the $25 review. You have 2,500 people to work for you. You got to look at it as a business owner. I got you and we all have 2,500 people that work for us, that are supporting us from growth, handling accounting. That's one value. But just in this Zoom call, we're worth more than $16,000, all of us together, right? So when you understand, like if you have someone do the math, I'm like, you can't calculate just the talent in this Zoom call. That's way worth more than $1 million. That is what I truly believe. It is not just a belief; it's a fact, right? Arun's knowledge, Jennifer's knowledge, Lucia, Melissa, as a young entrepreneur, Heidi out in Orlando, Sam in Boston, right? Trina, Aaron, Rashada, Judy, Michael, all of you guys, right? Ken, Nick Farrell's a new guest on the call. Toby's here, top producer. Lexi Pham in the title industry, right? Katie's on fire. I mean, if you haven't seen what Katie's been doing and traveling and connecting, she's on fire. Carolyn, supporting and she's quiet, but she understands the model of EXP, all the little stuff she's learning about. Right, she's a great resource, right? And then Monique, right? She's on fire, trying to learn all the stuff, trying to do commercial, trying to do residential, and Angela, that's on Laura Pena, great leader, So TC, Teresa, I mean, just the talent just in the Zoom call. If you can't say that's valuable, and that's not worth more than $16,000 cap fees and whatever EXP charges of $20,000 commercial. If you don't see value in here, if that person doesn't see it, I don't know, something's clouding their mind. So anyways, really appreciate you guys hopping on the call. I know it's a whole hour on a Monday. We got a lot of stuff to do. Just know, don't be in a silo. Don't hide. Please reach out. There's a lot of leaders here, just connect with everyone. So maybe in the future, whoever's on these calls, everyone put their phone numbers, their email, so you can connect with each other. Maybe that's the first thing we do is like, hey, everyone and the thing is, on your phone, you can, there's a way to, how do you say it? Like a, what do you call it? Dictation, like a shortcut, where you just put like for me, my shortcut is my EXP, and it pulls out my whole contact list, everything, email, everything. So you can do it on your iPhone. You can do it on your Android. Android, I believe, is in your dictionary, where you can just write in a shortcut and a phrase and just put that out. And it should sync up to your laptop and all that on the Macs. Android and Windows users, you guys figure that out. You can ask ChatGPT. But you should have a shortcut. Okay, just for your contact, have everything out there. So if someone inquires about a property, ask them all these things, have a phrase. Make your life easier. All right. I will see you guys next week, Monday, but show up on Wednesday. If you're out of state, not in Dallas, please show up on the live stream. It's always on YouTube. It's recorded. Please share that out when we're watching it. Just share it out to other people, invite others, and we will see you guys later. All right. Bye, guys.